Well, hello and welcome back. Today, there's a few things I want to do. First up, I want to automate the collection of souls and possibly even the creation of Aureal Essence. Now, the souls create automation shouldn't be too hard. I do have a bit of a rough idea about how I can go about it. Yeah, glass wasn't going to be anything, so let's see about this. I've got all that. I just need to grab a few more things here. We're going to need a deployer. And she here. Yep. Need a deployer. I want some thresholds, a threshold switch. Dump a few things in some spots I don't really need. Maybe you don't need that. The gold nuggets will just dump in there. I really do need to sort my inventory out a bit more. Some shafts, which I have. Threshold switch, we need some redstone to deal with it. Mechanical belt, which we've got the stuff for, and some chests, which we've got some barrels, which we can probably will work. So, the idea is yeah, it'll be fine. So if I'll just put up here temporarily. So, if we have the soul sand here, a deploy here with the soul extractor there, then have an encased fan right here blowing off in that direction. Cool. Actually, there might be something I can do here. If we do that, rotate that around there. We'll need a gearbox. Namely, of the vertical variety. Plonk a vertical gearbox in here. So that we can then have the... Okay, so this is what's going to happen. We're going to have the Wraith on top here. We're going to have some glass surrounding it so it can't get out. We're going to have a belt in front going across to a chest over here. Well, namely a drawer. Let's actually move this across a bit further. Just like that. It comes across to here, check. I'm going to want a drawer. Oh, I'll just go barrel at the moment. Barrel here with an andesite funnel going in. Threshold switch. Which I want souls for. We've got this here. So filter souls. That should be all that's going in here. Okay, so this is when move to lower lane at 75, move to upper lane at 25%. So we throw a clutch in here. We'll have the redstone feed across into here. So that will only be pretty sure clutch disables when the redstone goes through. Yep. So that would be disable, not the fan, and the deployer when this reaches about 75%. And that will work out. So next up we've got glass. Remember correctly, this should work the way I want it to. If not, I can always just place another level down there. So we grab my wraith, throw it in here. Cool. Perfect. Now I just need to get this powered up and going in the correct direction here. Okay, I'm not going to bother, we'll just do this. We'll need a gearbox. Here. Oh, I'm off by one. Okay, but that does allow me to pull another gearbox in there if that's going the wrong direction, so that's good. So, 1, 2, 3 gearboxes. Yeah, let's see about that. Looks to be the case. Bang. Okay, that's working in the correct direction there. Cool. Oh, wraith. Now the big issue is this blowing in the correct direction? No, that's sucking. Okay, so we need yet another gearbox. So that's fun. It's easy enough to work with though. So get that's blowing over there, then we throw the salt extractor in here. Okay. That's what I need to do. Bang bang. Break that. And there we go. So that is automated salt production. First part of multi-step process. So then we need to couple things. We have to make ore, we need dark soul, which will then need arcane crystals, which we need to automate arcane crystals. Which this is going to be a bit more tricky because I'm going to need to get arcane crystal dust, which we get from arcane crystal dust specs. So yeah, I'm going to need to think a bit more about how I'm actually going to go about this. Because I'm going to need some grinding wheels. I'm going to need to make arcane crystals, which means I need aureole essence. So I've got everything I need to build it up and also come up with a design for it. And it's kind of a bit complicated, so I'm just going to do it something a bit like this. Printer settings. Place solid with solid. Should be fine. We should have everything here. We need a bit of gunpowder. How much does this get us? That's all I'm going to need. Let's go to. So, let's get this built up. I should have this pretty much set up for production here. The last thing is, I can't remember, did I actually get this section set up? Yes, I did. Okay. So all I really need to do to check this out is, to get this running, is pop this in. And nice, it's all going in the right direction. Cool. So what we've got going on here is, we've got the Wraith to get the souls, which we just need to throw the soul extractor there. Ah! Oh, stupid creeper. Okay. So we've got souls being extracted via this here, which should be making the way over to the barrel. Why isn't that doing anything? So what should be happening here is that soul extractor should be extracting the souls from the soul sand, which then make the way over into this barrel, which then we've got a couple things going on with the barrel over here. One will be pushed out there, which then get hoarded into a haunted or dark soul, which then that dark soul then gets pushed onto this one and gets applied some arcane dust to make it into a corrupted pixie, which would then go over to here where it will be dumped into an Utrum jar, which to make a corrupted pixie Utrum jar, which then comes around here, goes up, gets washed to be purified, and then we just empty it out to get aureole essence. Which then comes over here, goes up into here for further processing for the arcane crystals. So now I just need to figure out why this isn't working the way I expect this to. Okay, let's try something here. Okay, I'm going to break and replace this, because for some reason it's not working the way I want it to. So, rotate that like so. Okay, now it's working. So, put one of the race on there. And there we go. So the souls come out, the fan blows them off onto this conveyor belt, which is great. Next up, I want to throw my other wraith in here, which we've got going over there. They'll go through liquid resentment, which hopefully I've got enough space over here to connect this up for it to suck up the liquid resentment into there. Yes, we do. So that liquid resentment can go onto these souls to make it into soul beads, which then make their way up here for where they make Mandabati essence. It's good. Okay. And what else we have? We've got this set up here. Well, let's grab a couple of things that should help out here. Some more arcane crystal dust. So if there's one thing I haven't actually got working here yet, that is I just don't have enough. Well, the arcane polished darkstone, I don't have a way of actually making that, so that has to be provided manually at the moment. Okay. I'll throw these arcane crystal dark specs into there. There we go. So yeah. What's going on over here is we get arcane crystal dust specs, which need to have Aureal Essence poured onto them 4 times before they can actually... And then Aureal Essence poured into them 4 times and then press before they turn into arcane crystals, which this setup will do in just a basic loop where the arcane crystals or dust specs go into here and loop around, and only the crystals come out here into the simple compacting drawer, which will then make arcane crystal blocks, which is mechanical arm will pick up one at a time and plonk them into these top 2 deployers to make the arcane crystal. And what we've got over here is where we want the Mandabati essence. And so what should be happening... Wait. Oh, the speed isn't fast enough. So we need to speed this up a touch. I think I need to get a rotational speed controller. So like I said before, we've got all that going through arcane crystal, so we've got more Aureal Essence. Makes way through as long as the Utrum jar makes a way over. Which, for some reason, isn't doing what I'm expecting it to. Okay, let's try this once more. Of course, that's the case. Okay, this deployer should place out Utrum jars. I need to replace all the deploys because they don't like it. Okay. Well, that's not the worst case scenario. This will work. Thank you. So yeah. That's the Aureal Essence loop going through. So that will work. Oh, Why? I'm going to do all them, aren't I? I've got extra Mandabati essence, so let's just see how we go. Deploy, deployer, deployer. You all coming with me? Okay, now let's also get rid of that. So we'll start with this deploy here. Perfect. Mandabati essence goes in there. Cool. We got 1, 2, 3 more deployers. Arcane crystal blocks in those. And this is mechanical arms also set to strict round robin. That's good. And now we just need the arcane, polished arcane darkstone, which I should have a couple extra here. The only reason I don't have the polished arcane darkstone, well, automated, is because we need to get arcane gold ingots, which I don't exactly have gold being produced here. Okay, arcane polished darkstone here. So we've got at least 6 here, which I could probably make some more. Do we have any polished darkstone? Over here. That's darkstone. So what I can do is make a bit more of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's... Give me a couple more, do that. And so we get 22. That would be our 22 rotations of the arcane polish, making some crystal obelisks, which I'm probably going to want to grab one before it actually makes its way through to be crushed up here. So filter that. Throw a hopper in. So that goes down, the Mandabati essence gets applied to it, turns it into an arcane crystal obelisk, which then the smart observer detects that and turns the clutch off to allow to assemble another one. There we go. Arcane crystal obelisk, check, which I want to do that so I can get another arcane crystal obelisk. And that run. Tick that. And what we've got set up here is this straw. We've got these brass belt funnels to extract precise amounts of arcane crystal dust specks to make things up. So we've got 20 oil going over here to make the arcane crystals, and a 30 over here to make the arcane crystal dust. Which the arcane crystal dust is being made by throwing 9 of the crystal dust specks into a basin with a precursor over it to compact it down. And so that works out quite nicely. So that should be it fairly well here. I could probably speed it up by throwing another one in there. But this works out. Especially with the Mandabati essence being limited at the moment. That's why I still need to speed this up. But yeah, that's the general loop of this. We've got plenty of Oriole essence to make the arcane crystals. That's good. So the only thing I need to add is just more of the polished arcane darkstone. That's all I need to add. Arcane polished darkstone. Which is good. See if I can fix up this speed a bit more. Let's just check what speed it currently is at. Do I have the speed on me? No. Who cares? Let's do something else here. Okay, large cogwheel. We've already got a small cogwheel. So which way around was it? Was it large driving? No, it's the other way around. Small drives large to increase speed. Big drives small to decrease speed. Oh no, this does work. Yep. Let's check if this is enough at the moment. Do I have a belt? The belt's going to be the easiest way to drive that. So throw that here. Mechanical belt. Oh, and that's all running backwards now. Which isn't great. Because I need this all running in the correct direction for things to work out the way I want. Okay, so that did get the right speed. Cool. Well, that's simple enough to fix. We just need to throw a gearbox into here to reverse the direction. So right here we throw a gearbox in. So there we go. We've got Mundabar essence being made up, which then restocks itself over here to make more of it. And this should work out. Okay. Just throw all these arcane crystal dust specks on there, and that's all well and good. So I'm happy with that. And of course we did move the liquid resentment production over here with the furnace and pumped lava in over as well. But this works out quite nicely. Probably could move that underground, but be fine. Probably could have increased speed, but this works out. And so that is Arcane Crystal production automated. Which also means we've done the Chronicle Chaos chapter fully. So next up we can actually move on to a bit more of chromatic creation. Well, I do have these vials, which I just need the soul bead to be able to make the vials. But these vials I can fill by spout with anthracene, and that will get us the next step of that one, which I'm going to have to automate eventually. So we get a mechanical pump here. Through a depot there, we get a spout on top. Bang. Bang. Let's grab a few more of these. So I've got this in the correct direction here, so if we go 1, 2, 3, that'll get superheated anthracene. So we then take these empty vials, put them on top here, bang, That gets us anthracene vials. Cool. Drop by an anthracene vial into sulfuric acid converted into incomplete quinine. So we go down here, we grab our sulfuric acid. Drop that in there. Incomplete anthracene quinine. Oh, we've got all three. So next that needs to be dropped into dichromic acid, which we don't have yet because we need to be able to make chromic acid. Dropping chrome into water, which we get chrome from chromatic waste. Oh no. Iron drain glowstone. Which goes chrome, which we then drop into water to get that, and then chromatic waste we have nothing to do with. Okay. Can I just make at least a little bit of chrome? So, to make the item drain, we just need a sealed machine and 9 fence. Okay, easily done. Grab that, strip it, give it a bit of copper. That. Okay, don't actually have that there. We'll place that down over here. Yeah, I knew I had some more iron bars. Okay. You and you gets us the iron drain, which I don't really care too much about. Did I grab any glowstone? Allowing shimmer sand fire. Huh. No, I didn't. Let's go see about getting some glowstone. Would have thought that by now I would have actually grabbed some glowstone, but apparently not. Well, I'm going to have to make a consistent supply of this, so... Potion Night Vore on Cinderflower and bulk blasting... I'm sure it'll tell me a more consistent way to get glowstone. Create glowfire by laying block, then shimmer sand on fire, and drop gunpowder in to convert it. How do we get shimmer sand? Oh, 9 glowstone dust. So I need some glowstone dust first to be able to even think about making more glowstone. And of course I've got shimmer sands anywhere close by? No. So, harvesting some glowstone might be my best option for that then. Ow. That hurt. Didn't quite do that right. Oh. So I want this up here. Thank you. That'll be enough because we'll turn some of it into shimmer sand to be able to make the glow fire to be able to progress a bit more there. So I can then turn gunpowder. Yeah. It's a whole process. So let's make the shimmer sand before I actually forget about it. So we've got some shimmer sand. We'll just need a bit of glowstone. Take this glowstone. Toss it on that to get the chrome. Now I'll just throw this in here, throw that in there. We get that. We then throw to get the chromic acid. Yeah, I still didn't get the powder fin to be able to make gunpowder. We then throw the incomplete anthraquinone, which only gets us 1. Oh no, it did get us all 3. Okay. Not actually sure what it turned into, but it's fine. And then we can make chromatic compound by pressing the anthraquinone, which will then be used to make a few other things. So that's cool. But for now, I think I'm just going to call it the end of the episode here, because we did automate production of arcane crystals. Well, mostly automate it. The way I've got it set up, it is kind of a bit iffy about how much we get, but it works. So I'll call it the end of the episode here, so you can comment, like, subscribe down below. Really helps out with YouTube discovery and whatnot. And that. Thank you all for watching. Catch you all next time.